Hey everyone, today's video I'm going to be doing what I am loving and what I am not loving out there in the luxury world, and I feel like it's going to be a little bit more heavily weighted to what I am not liking at the moment because like I'm not liking a lot of it at the moment. It's yeah, look, you'll see. Or you've already seen it and you agree. So let's jump on in. But firstly, if you are new here, my name is Connor, and on my channel I like to talk about all things luxury. So if that's something you're into, I'd love it if you could hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you're notified when I bring out new videos. And if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so we're going to kick things off with the Louis Vuitton catagram. Now, back in, I think it was 2018 or 2019, Louis Vuitton released this catagram like collection, which basically had like your normal monogram bags with fucking cats all over it, okay? And I'm more a dog person. I loved when LV has done all of the dog creations. Always been a massive fan of the dogs, okay? But that's because I've got an affinity to dogs. Now, when it comes to the old pussy, I don't have a thing for the cats, okay? I can, like, if you like cats, I can see you liking this. But if you don't like cats, then you're probably not gonna like it because it's fucking cats everywhere. But the cats are like, look, I haven't dug too deep into this. As you can tell, I've clearly just turned the camera on and started filming. But I don't know if this is like an illustration, like somebody who's an actual illustrator, or if this is from a book or something, but there's just fucking cats everywhere. So and just pausing that for one moment, I know a big grievance people have within the luxury community is when luxury brands don't have any more original content, right? So they just keep regurgitating stuff like the Murakami and so forth, so on, etc. Look, as somebody who would rather watch a movie they've seen 10 times again over picking something new, I don't have an issue with the re-editions and the bringing back stuff, okay? I honestly don't care. But I don't have any fingers in the pie with this one because I could not give a shit about the cats. But, I mean, they have made it different from the previous collection in terms of they've kind of changed the schemes up. So they've got like the inside out Neverfull, which did anyone really buy that? Did anyone fall for the inside out Neverfull? Because like I saw that and I thought that's just stupid. But they have that. Then they've got like the Speedy in this, what are we calling this? Meowgram. Meowgram canvas. Hats off to you, marketing team at Louis Vuitton, for coming up with that one. The Meowgram canvas, designed in collaboration with American Vogue's former creative director at large, Grace Coddington. Yeah, but what's this made of? Coated canvas. Okay, so it's just your run-of-the-mill coated canvas, but it's in this kind of like canvasy colour. And then it's got like a little cat charm on there. So like, if you're into the oatmeal kind of thing, well, you can spend $4,800 and get that. Okie dokie. Then if we go through, look, they've got a myriad of other little things. They've got an Alma, they've got passport covers, they've got like a little pocket purse. Yeah, okay. All these different little things with the cats on it. Maybe, yeah, I think like if you love cats, then you'll like this because it's that kind of like very cutesy, like kitty cat sort of thing. But like with the dog, you know how they do like the bone pouch and all of that stuff? Like where's like a little fish like charm or something? Like it's all just the cat. Like, yeah, I don't know if they executed this well enough for me. Like if I'm just picturing myself in the mind of a cat lover, I would be very underwhelmed with this, but yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Did you get anything from the catagram collection? Do you want to get something but you think I'm not paying nearly $5,000 for a Speedy? Let me know! And now while we're on the topic of Louis Vuitton, we're going to talk about the makeup because no one's talked about that yet. So yeah, Louis Vuitton brought out this makeup. Obviously it was highly criticized for the price points being very, very, very high, and it was, you know, directly compared to the prices of Hermes, and people were like, well, Hermes is like the best of the best in terms of like luxury branding, so how could Louis Vuitton possibly price a lipstick at 265 Australian dollars? Well, let me tell you, they did it and people have bought it. Am I surprised that they're very expensive? Not really. I mean, like, I don't buy makeup. I have no interest in makeup. I don't even know what, like, I didn't know what an Hermes lipstick cost. Obviously, it's like double the price or a little bit over double, but I mean, like, people are still going to buy it. Like, they could have even made it $300 and people still would have paid that for a lipstick because it's Louis Vuitton, like, you know. But I think what they've done in terms of from a like marketing perspective is obviously the markup in cosmetics is incredibly high, but also in their accessories that they've brought out for this makeup collection, I think was quite clever because they've essentially, like, what's the word? Like, diverted that kind of makeup lover customer towards the canvas goods, and then they've brought out like the lip pouch, and they've redone the niece and the cosmetic pouch and that lip and eye brush set, and you're essentially getting probably stock standard, you know, brushes and all of that stuff, but you're getting it in like a Louis Vuitton thing, so it kind of brings people from a different market into that Louis Vuitton world, and then all of a sudden they're buying an Alma because then they can put their little brush kit in the monogram with the little S-lock thing, you know what I mean? So I think it's just another way to kind of like diversify, and it probably makes them a shit ton of money, so good on them. But I kind of like all the little like lip pouch cases and all of that stuff. Like they've got that pink epi leather and the, whatever this color is it brown? Monogram rouge, it's red, colorblind still, clearly. Yeah, and like the epi and just all of that. I'm pretty sure with the lipsticks, lip balms, whatever you call them, they've got refills. So you buy the case, $265, you get your color in there. When that runs out, you can buy a refill for $115. So, you know, but when I did go into Louis Vuitton with Dale and Nadia a few weeks back, and Dale bought some makeup, I kind of liked how they did it. Like they had a designated kind of like beauty bar area. Like it didn't look like they just done a makeup collection and like put it somewhere in the store. Like they actually had a designated spot for it. Obviously there's some kinks that they're ironing out with the packaging and all of that stuff, but I think the way that it was actually executed was really well. So if you're somebody that buys into marketing like I do, well, you'll probably buy a lipstick for $265. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts on that. I don't think there is anything wrong with spending that much money on makeup, let alone Louis Vuitton makeup, because, I mean, like, you're always putting it on your face and people are going to see it. So it's like, you know, people buy, like, Versace socks for $200 and you don't even see them. So what's the difference? Now, moving on to Fendi, which, for lack of a better word, has just been a fucking disappointment. It's been abysmal. Like, the Spy bag. That bag, honestly, I mean, I never liked the Spy bag originally, and I didn't really know about it until the past few years when I would see people referencing it. And then when you start watching like older movies, you kind of see it pop up, like in Devil Wears Prada. But that bag, I mean, it's basically a kidney bean with a handle, essentially. But this re-edition of it, honestly, pathetic. Absolute pathetic. It's just lazy. Like it looks... I don't know, there's so many things wrong with it. I just don't get the design, I don't get the appeal behind it. Like wearing that on your shoulder, good luck with those knots in your neck, because it would just weigh you down. You're gonna be like this, it would be horrible. But I feel like it's a very lazy re-edition. It's honestly, there's like a tiny little Fendi Roma embossment on the flap there. And yeah, I don't think we were ready for this, Fendi. I think you guys just wanted to pump something out. You did, and it is blatantly clear that that's what we've got. All of the kind of colours and stuff they brought it in, I don't know. Thumbs down. I'm not impressed, and I think that a lot of people feel the same way about this from what I've read online and what I've seen online. Just very lazy, and we didn't ask for this. Not one single soul. Now, from the Fendi men's collection, the Louis bag, is it Louis? I think so. Louis bag has come out, which I don't mind this bag. I mean, it's very like puzzle bag-esque sort of style bag, but it's probably a bit more, like a bit more longer, a bit more rectangular. I don't mind this bag. I think they could have, it's just missing something. Like obviously it's meant to be a, like dare I say, quite luxury vibe, but they could have added just something a little bit more to it to give it that appeal, or to make it a little bit more, I don't know, synonymous with Fendi. But I don't mind it. It's in 3 different sizes. So they've got the small, which is probably like mini puzzle size. Then they've got a medium, and then they've got a large. The large is a bit more hobo-esque. The medium is probably, I don't know, messengery, and so forth. And they brought it out in a few different colors. So they've done like a black, a beige, they've done like this kind of chevron patent leather equivalent. There's like a yellow shearling one for winter. And yeah, I don't mind this bag. I probably wouldn't get one because like it just wouldn't be doing anything for me. But in terms of like filling that kind of slot for the men's bags, they didn't really have like a kind of casual crossbody. God, if I could talk, that would be fucking great. Crossbody bag. So yeah. Then the Fendi Flux Maxi Messenger. This is kind of like a male bag equivalent to the Mama Baguette that they brought out. I like the idea of this bag. So it's kind of this like soft slouchy leather. I love the hardware, how they've kind of changed it up. I like the handle and all of that. So it's basically like a more masculine version of the kind of Mama Mia, Mama Baguette that they've brought out, but the proportions are a bit different and all of that jazz. Again, it's a very, very big bag. I wish they had done this in a size smaller than this, because that's a lot of bag for such a design. So I just don't know if they kind of nailed that. But like, I mean, for myself, I don't know what I would use a bag like that style in that size for. But hey, like what I say is like what my needs are different to everyone else's needs, clearly, because I'm needy. So yeah, I kind of like what they've done there. But yeah, they need to shrink that down in my opinion. And then also the Teddy Baguette, which I absolutely love. They brought this out last year in like the same design with the teddy ears and all of that, but in like a warmer beige color. This time they brought it out in more of like a teddy, like chocolate brown kind of color, which I absolutely love. $6,300. Look, if I had a spare $6,000, I don't know if I'd be going for this bag, but if it was like $4,000, I feel like I'd be like, because it's so cute. But yeah, I don't know. If it was blue though, I could justify that. And then basically apart from that, they haven't really brought anything else out since I probably talked about Fendi a year ago. So yeah, they just lackluster really. And again, I think you're better off just doing an MTO with Fendi, honestly, because what they have on offer at the moment, not good. Now, moving on over to Dior. Now, since Jonathan Anderson became creative director, I don't think the pieces from his first show have kind of trickled in yet. I think we're still a season away, or 2 seasons away. I forget. But I think that he's actually going to be great for Dior. I really liked his first show. I thought that kind of whimsiness, but still the very heritage Dior, that kind of hybrid between the two was really good, and I think it's going to be great for Dior to have someone like that. Obviously, it'll take time for him to kind of like settle in, and you'll see that kind of manifest its way throughout the years if he is there that long. But I think it's going to be good. But currently, Dior are kind of in this like, we're pushing big bags, but like we still like little bags, and we kind of like weird shaped bags, so like just buy what we're selling pretty much. And they've got the Dior Voyage bag, which it kind of looks like a Hermes Lindy crossed with a Loewe hammock bag, in my opinion. And like kind of the side view, it kind of looks like one of those chatterbox things. Yeah, like we're very much in the hobo era of bags, I think, and I think each brand has just kind of pushed their own thing. Yeah, they pretty much just have a lot of the same bags that they've had for ages, just bringing them out in different colors. So there's the Toujours bag. Obviously they love a saddle bag. There's the D-Motion bag, just very buckety, hobo-y, medium-sized bags that we're seeing a lot from Dior in the women's collection. I do believe the D-Dream bag is kind of being like the competitor to the Chanel, is it 25 bag? That kind of, I mean, it looks like a nappy bag in my opinion, but it's very cargo-y, you know? So I don't really care too much about these bags. I don't like them, I don't hate them. But yeah, it's just a bit... But anyways, I'll leave it there because otherwise I could go on forever. But thank you so much for watching. I'd love it if you could put your thoughts down in the comments below and consider subscribing if you have not already. Please also give this video the thumbs up as it helps it in the, you know, algorithm world of YouTube. But I hope to see you all again very shortly in my next video, and thank you for watching. Bye!